Hello, collective. Let's see what's going on with what's the news. Let's see what bullshit is going on right now. Today is the full moon in Aquarius, so this is all about being authentic. So today I feel like being an asshole. So that's authentically how I feel right now. Dirty money, laundering, steal, illegal. That looks like some OnlyFans shit. What else? Spiritually woke. Spiritually woke. Self-awareness, cutting through illusions, detaching from evil. I could resonate with that. Because sometimes I always think about how I am perceived by other people, but I'm getting to that point where I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. You know? People are going to think whatever the fuck they want to think about me, or they're going to think whatever the fuck they think about you. So you're going to have to be okay with that. And swept up. Head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. That is some weird combo. Karmics, third parties, haters, lessons. Yeah, I figured that. I think that this could be two separate energies. Like there's some person like this, you know, dirty money, like drug dealer, sex worker, which is like OnlyFans model, Instagram models, porn stars, prostitutes, escorts, all that shit. So someone may be dealing with that type of energy, and you may be in this type of energy. Or maybe someone is moving away from this and becoming spiritually woke, right? Probably they met somebody that is inspiring to them to make better changes. It could be that. That's the best case scenario. Or like it's you that you're getting caught up with somebody in this energy, the dirty money energy. If you are, it may be a third party situation, you know, and it may be a situation where you have to, or you've experienced in the past where you've learned lessons, where you have been dealing with this type of low vibrational energy, and you're moving away from that because you want something more for yourself, right? You don't want to be the third party, you don't want to be the side piece, the sneaky link, or anything like that, because you know, it ain't it anymore, you know, it ain't for you. It's not it for you. Ooh, that's why it's better to be single. You don't have to deal with that. Yeah, like whoever this person is that maybe a karmic or you've dealt with in the past, is someone that you had a lot of chemistry with, may have thought that something was going to come up with the situation, but it hasn't. You thought that there was going to be some sort of level up in the situation, that there may be commitment or engagement, you know, a decision that you will be chosen in some way, but I think you're learning that's not the case, and you're wanting to move away from that. That could be what's going on. You know, you may hit a brick wall. You saw that there wasn't any movement, so it was time for you to like find a way around whatever this blockage was with that particular person in the past, or it could be something that you're currently experiencing, or maybe something that you need to look out for, you know. You know, when I see this repo card, I feel like this is you wanting to take back your power, you know. Repo is like repossession. It's when you have something, probably where, like say you have a car, you already know how this works, right? And if you don't make the payments, it's going to be taken away from you, right? But I feel like if you've been investing in situations that weren't necessarily benefiting you and your growth, I think that you're wising up to that, and then you're moving away from that and wanting to pull back your energy. Some of you may be pregnant because you got the knocked up card. So if that's the case, that could be where this level up is coming from. Like maybe there was a switch. Like maybe you got pregnant, you're expecting a child, as it says here, right? And Maybe you're rising up and you're knowing that you have to do better for yourself and your new baby, your child, because this isn't an environment that you want to be raising a child, where there will be stagnation, there'll be dishonesty, there'll be I don't know, codependency. Because as I'm like looking through the cards, I see brick wall, light bulb moment. So it's like a sudden realization, you know, that you've reached a limit with something, and you're realizing that you now, if you are pregnant, that you're chained to something that's not for your highest good, you know, and you've probably reached your breaking point with the fed up card showing up. And that may be why you're wanting to take back your power. You're wanting to move away from the situation. Wow. I'm laughing because oh my God. I'm sorry. It's not funny. It's just I'm thinking about it like, wow, I'm glad that's me. Wow, that's fucked up. Let's see. Well, these cards, they don't fuck around. They spill the beans. You know what's funny? I'm looking at this, the snack card came up. Sexual, physical attraction, sex appeal. So maybe this entire thing started off with that, you know. Then we have the dirty money thing, you know, that low vibrational. I welcome that energy right now by being an asshole. Let's see. Yeah, I saw the dirty money card, and then lust, and then kinky ways. Yeah, so somebody may have a sex addiction. With the way the world is right now, the way the internet is, I'm not surprised that there is no one with a sex addiction. It's like everything is hyper-sexualized. It's funny, my son was watching these these commentary channels, but it was males talking about like, I'm sorry, OnlyFans model. Like, if you're a sex worker, you know. If you're getting paid to do, like, show your body and do things, you're a sex worker. So I hope they understand that. But the thing is, it was guys talking about it. Talking about how these girls, because they're basically girls, they're not even women yet, you know, because to be a woman you have to be emotionally mature, mentally mature, but then you also have a certain level of self-respect for yourself, because what respect, I'm sorry, I sound judgmental, so I'm gonna take that back. I feel like women should be able to do whatever they want to do, but they have to understand there are consequences for doing whatever you want to do, you know. So if you want to be doing that, you can't expect you meant to take you seriously, you know, because like the guy said, you're not a person anymore, you're service. You're no longer a person, and that's dehumanizing. But the thing is, when you're putting a price on yourself, you are dehumanizing yourself. You know, if you're allowing people to have access to you by payment, then you're no longer, like, you're acting like you're no longer a human being. You're acting like a service. And I think anybody who has a job feels that way too, you know, because when you work, you're not working for free, you know. Your boss has to, your job has to pay you for what you're doing. I guess the only difference is that sex is involved with the OnlyFans or whatever. But yeah, like, but it's interesting that he was watching those videos. But it's interesting hearing men talk about it. But the thing is, those things, OnlyFans and stuff like that, would not exist if it wasn't for men willing to pay. You know, so if I find it like a bit one-sided how it's being seen, you know. But let's see. I don't know. I was just thinking about that right now. There. Let's see what else comes out. Okay. So that other reading seems like it's for people who's dealing with somebody. Let me get different cards. Is those cards are no fucking joke? Curiosity, imagination, try, desire. What's this curiosity about? What is this curiosity about? Ooh. Data, backup, digital, and then imagination, try, desire. What is this? Screen, so it has to do with money or heart chakra. Mirror, reflection, reference, distinguish, appearance. What else? I turned those cards, they didn't flip, so. But they were threats and torment. Okay, I don't like when I get stuff like that because a thought popped into my mind. I would say be careful, like who you're interacting with, you know, because there's some people that like to record and they like to share. You don't want to be ay, ay, ay. Ooh, okay. Got divine timing and encounter. Please, please, please. Whenever I see the law card, I think about balance, I think about justice, but I also think about karma, like things playing out, and lessons being learned, but also, you know, karma can be dished out on you or somebody else, and it could be good karma or it could be bad karma. It depends on the situation, right? So this is for single people who do not have anybody. I think there may be somebody curious about you. They may be seeing you online. You may be someone who is attractive. You know, you may wear a red lipstick. Did you see how she has such red lips? She also has red nails. I have red nails, but I don't know. For some reason, I wanted to get my nails done and get them. I wanted red nails. I know why. I saw a movie and I saw somebody's nails. I'm like, oh yes, I love red nails. I have to do the same because I love how they look. I feel like they look sexy, you know, for me. Yeah, I feel like somebody is waiting for the right time to reach out to you. Yes, we have divine timing and encounter, you know. This is somebody who probably saw you and just like was like mesmerized in some way. It says meet by chance, love at first sight, and crush. So that could be somebody. Let's see. I mean, if you've already met this person and you haven't, I think this is something that's going to happen. It's going to be some sort of encounter. I mean, it could be somebody that you've met before and it just didn't work out, and maybe it wasn't the right time for you to, but maybe like what I could mention, karma, law, you know, wheel of fortune. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about wheel of fortune. Things is like timing. It's like everything has to be aligned in some way, right? And then you have the clock here. So like a pocket watch. Someone may have a pocket watch. Or have a watch with Roman numerals on them. So we're getting like someone who's attractive, somebody who's alluring, someone that may be posting pictures of themselves. Possibly, you may be somebody who creates beauty videos. That came to my mind because the electronization. So I feel like you may be somebody who creates content in some way that may have to do with beauty, right? And there may be somebody who's curious about you. There may be somebody from the past that things didn't work out, and you may be encountering them again. They may be reaching out to you. You may be running into them as well, because it says meet by chance, love at first sight, crush. Or it could just simply be you have a crush. Somebody has a crush on you. You have a crush on someone. Take it as it resonates. Get my enough cards. Come, chameleon. This is where you film in public. You're gonna have background people. Ooh, okay. So we have karma, bitterness, conflicted in one day. I think this could be like the shadow energy between you and this person, if it, you know, is somebody that you have a past with, you know. Maybe you did have like some sort of bitter ending, and there may be some conflict on either one of you, from either one of you, about this curiosity. I think the time that you've had apart is what allowed you to really take care of yourself. Go into self-care. Confusion. Ooh, oh my God, this card reminds me of somebody. Oh hell no, you can stay away. No. Yeah. I think that you may be at this place where you're calm, you're at peace. You maybe have some sort of glow up, you're feeling good about yourself, but then like the idea of this person possibly coming back, it just stresses you out. It just, the conflict that you've experienced in the past with them, just the thought of it, the memory of it, it just like brings up certain emotions within you. Maybe doing that, you know, maybe when you were dealing with them, you felt like you weren't in the best mind frame, that you had cloudy judgment, and you weren't making the best decisions because possibly you weren't seeing things the way they were meant to be seen, like the truth. Maybe you've allowed yourself to be deceived and possibly manipulated and gaslighted by this person. Because it says illusions, unbalanced, distorted. You know, I think there may have been some truths spoken, but they may have been distorted. You know, they could have been telling you something, but then making it seem like it was about somebody else when it was actually about them. You know, like if they were saying, oh, like my ex cheated on me and blah blah blah, they probably were the one doing that. You know. So if that, I mean, if it's that, then that's something you should like really watch out for. Like put up a boundary so that you don't get caught up in a cycle. You don't want to go back to that cycle, because karma, you know, sometimes if you haven't learned the lesson, you repeat it as many times as you need to until that fucking lesson gets hammered into your brain, into your heart, to not fuck around with the wrong people. But it could also be that you've overcome this, you know, and that's where the nourish is coming in, where you've overcome this and you've already done your healing. And wow, this card, the twin flame card. I don't know if I believe in twin flames, honestly. Mirroring. Oh, we did in the other card, the other deck, we had the mirror, the reflection. Yeah. And then when I look, if this is somebody new and you're moving past whatever conflict you've experienced, and you're ready to move forward and open up your heart, because remember I did mention there was green, heart chakra. You're opening up your heart. Your heart may be or has been activated, or this person's heart has been activated, and that's what's called kind of wanting, maybe bringing them forward to you. Maybe they're wanting to confess their feelings to you, because I saw the confession card. But this could be somebody that you do know of and that you do have shared feelings with them. Oh God, look at this. This is beautiful. I feel like that other energy, like the dealing with the wrong people, the lessons, the karma, I think that's like the past because of these cards. So maybe things are looking up for you and you are at a better place where you're able to make better love decisions. So it may be somebody there may be somebody piquing your interest that you're like, maybe you're like, okay, maybe I'm ready to move forward and meet somebody new. I've healed, and let's see. Look, even though I'm single, I still like love. Love is nice. But it has to be with the right person though. Not with everybody. And not everybody love the same, It makes me think about the 3 Days Grace song. Pain with all the pain, I like your rough pain. I don't know if I'm remembering that part, pain. Yeah, love shouldn't be painful. But that was making me think about another song called If It Doesn't Hurt, Then It Doesn't Mean Anything. If it doesn't hurt, then it doesn't mean anything. So I feel like with that, like me bringing that up, I feel like that some of you, you've healed, and that when you do think about the past, maybe you did experience some emotional turmoil, you may have been conflicted and stressed out and everything, right? But now it's like you can think back about it, the past hurts and betrayals, and it doesn't hurt you anymore. Like you've healed from the past. If it doesn't hurt, then it doesn't mean anything. I like that song. That song is nice. Okay, so I think that's basically it. I don't think I have anything else to add to this. So you got 2 readings. You got like the ratchet reading. The ratchet as fuck reading. And then you got the other one that just like something to look forward to. Like someone that you can, you will feel very aligned to. Someone that or you're ready to meet someone that aligns with with where you are right now emotionally. Someone who's and I'm assuming and you know what they say about making assumptions, right? That if you are at this place where you've healed and you are ready to meet somebody new, you want to meet somebody who is at the same level as you. You're done with the like settling for less, and the disrespect and the betrayals, the manipulation, the games. You want somebody who's going to be serious, who's going to be available, emotionally available, trustworthy, loyal. So if you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you at all, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm wishing you a great day ahead.